show that is not having it. All the opinions and views you're about to hear are those of the individuals and are not based in reality.
Listen at your own risk.
Hello, guys. We are live after about 3.5 hours of technical difficulties on this beautiful, dark, stormy night in London, Los Angeles, where it's raining. We never get any beautiful sun. It's always just rain. So we're happy to have the water. Anyway, I am one of your hosts, and my name is One Man's Trash is Another Man's Trevor. I'm also here with my brother and good friend, Colin.
Hi, I'm just calling it like it is.
Just calling it the truth.
All truth.
You are listening to the podcast Nope, a show that is not having it.
Nope.
And we're going to talk about things that are relevant to us, the world, also not relevant to anyone. And if you're listening, that's your choice. And if you don't like it, turn it off. It was free. You didn't pay for it. Who cares? We've got a really fun show planned for you. We hope you like it. It's going to change. It's the first one. We'll see what happens. Right now, I say we introduce our very first guest. Everyone else passed on it. We had no other choices, so we had to call Miss Abigail Waters DeAndre.
Thank you all. Thank you. I got dinner out of it.
You did get dinner.
I got
chicken
and fries.
We fed her, okay?
She stole our food.
My name. What is my name? My name's going to be.
The one we agreed to?
Yeah. Is it?
You want to say it? Can I say? Would you?
Well, why don't you say it?
I like the name Down in the Abbey, but
Colin likes.
What was it? Getting Gabby with that? No, that wasn't.
Yeah, I
it.
hated that one.
What was the one that I thought?
Drabby Abbey?
Oh, there was.
Blabby.
Blabby
Yeah,
with
I can't.
Abby.
That I can't do.
I
Blabby Abbey.
think it's Down in the Abbey.
I like that.
It's
Let's
kind
do
of
that.
dirty.
Let's do that.
Has a church overtone.
Well, maybe it should just be Shabby Abby.
That wouldn't work.
No.
Abby's pretty fabulous. Everyone, she has
Thank you.
beautiful blonde hair down to her fucking waist. It's really upsetting to me because I
We're
want
living
it.
up to our namesake. We say something and someone else says nope in it. Right?
Nope, not today, Satan. Okay, guys, let's just jump right into this thing. We're gonna go into our first segment, which is the most relevant thing probably on everyone's mind, whether you agree with it or not. The inauguration of President-elect Donald Trump.
Oh Jesus.
Okay, let's not get political here. That's not what this show is. Let's just start with what's going on here. I think we all need to talk about this because it's a big deal to me. As a homosexual man, I do wonder what the First Lady's going to wear.
You're gay?
Only on the weekends. It's like a
I'm
casual
gay.
thing.
There can't be two gays.
Not in one
Two
family.
geese in one family. That's.
One of us has to die.
You know who I wish would just give First Lady, oh Jesus, Melania Trump just a whole new wardrobe?
Who?
Tom Ford.
That's funny. Abby, what do you think of Tom Ford? Thomas J. Ford.
Did you guys see Nocturnal Animals?
I did see Nocturnal Animals.
I saw it, but for lack of a better word, I don't know if seeing is accurate.
It was a hot mess, right?
I experienced it.
I saw my Jake Gyllenhaal, if that's what we're talking about.
That's true.
He was fine. That movie was a fucking hot mess, you guys.
But it was very beautiful.
It was
Very
gorgeous.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Gorgeous score.
The outfits.
Gorgeous. They were not Tom Ford. He said that. They
No
were
way.
not. No, nothing.
What?
They made some, and some of his ateliers cut them, but they are not Tom Ford label.
Low cut green.
That was his one requirement. Nothing they could wear. He's like, I'm not making a commercial. No Tom Ford clothing. Anyway, Tom Ford was asked to dress Melania Trump, allegedly. He said no. His quote was, his stuff is too expensive and made in Italy, and he feels the First Lady should wear American designers and be affordable to the American woman. And he thinks that his clothing is not that, and he also said that Melania is not his look. Donald J. Trump said on Thursday that Melania hates Ford and his designs and would never have asked him to dress her. And he was so upset he got his friend Steve Wynn on the phone, and Steve Wynn apparently pulled all Ford products out of his Las Vegas hotel.
All Tom Ford cosmetics and sunglasses.
So here's my thing. So I don't really know anything about this topic.
Okay.
But, so did Tom Ford think that did he just like? He's obviously not pro-Trump.
Not a fan.
Right. He's not a fan. So
He
just
admittedly voted for Hillary. He said that.
Okay. So did he not want her to wear them, or was it the whole thing like, oh, is she gonna wear them?
I think he didn't want her to wear any of his clothing, and I think he deserves snaps for giving the
Yeah,
classiest
totally.
shade
Agreed.
that he ever could. Because like, oh, it's not about everything that's going on politically. It's not for the every
Well,
woman.
I do agree that the first lady should wear something American.
Agreed.
Of course, they're gonna wear something unaffordable to like the big stuff, the galas and the balls. I do agree with that. I think it's his choice to say whether he's gonna dress her or not. At the end of the day, if she wants to go buy it, she can buy anything she wants to. Like everyone, like there's a lot of celebrities who won't be dressed by certain designers. I know this for a fact. And they go and they buy it anyway, off the rack, and that's their choice.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's weird that the president would come out and have an opinion about it.
Well, I mean, is it really that weird given
Is that
history?
I think that's weird.
I'm hoping it changes. We'll see. I mean, what else? Is there anything else? The inauguration, it's happening. It is what it is.
It's happening.
Well,
Anything?
I think inauguration's a bit of a strong word.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
gonna prefer to see it as America's sentencing for the crimes it's committed against truth and logic.
My daughter Cindy has a lot of opinions. Cindy, guys, something's gonna happen a lot of times, and Abby's rolling her eyes because she knows this is a usual thing. Colin and I go into very weird characters at very odd times. No explanations needed. You'll learn them all.
It always happens.
It happens,
A lot
and
of
it's true.
personalities
We
here.
keep it loose
Guys.
and goosey.
You never know who's coming out.
You don't know who's coming out.
I'm
I
coming.
knew that was happening. Anyway, let's go. Let's transition. Congratulations, Trump. Do your thing. Have it. We hope you do well because we're all involved now. It's like a bad marriage in your family. Guess what? You gotta deal with it. Guess what? Guess what?
No choice.
You're at Christmas together. Sorry. Sit at the table. And get in a fight. You know what happens. Come on now.
Except, family fights don't lead to nuclear holocaust. But that's
Okay.
different.
Anyway, we're gonna move on. We have our second topic is gonna be something. It's not controversial, but it is something very real, and something that we found out together has affected each one of us. And that was the subject of bullying when we were younger. We each had that as a common thread, and it's a pretty common thread in America right now.
It's a good segue.
I segue a lot through Beverly Hills on those tours.
God, I did a Segway tour, and let me tell you, the sites I saw, they will give you Americana. I'm telling you, you see the architecture, you see everything. It's great.
I was segueing, and I was also listening to my jam box. It's great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So fun. Anyway, bullying is something we all relate to and we want to talk about. So I think we start by I want to ask both of you, what was the earliest age you remember like proper bullying? And not someone being like, I'm eating your gum, leave me alone. Like a proper person coming at you for something that wasn't, your fault per se, or
I got mine.
go girl.
So, as you guys know, I did some acting when I was young.
Oh, yes.
Child star.
Barely.
Oh, my Abigail.
But about 7th grade, people started seeing me on TV and this and that. And it got ugly.
What are you, like 12?
Like
13?
11 or 12. And it was pretty bad. And there was like 7 or 8 girls that were like the popular girls.
And this is in New Jersey where you grew up.
This is New Jersey, yeah. There were about 7 or 8 girls, and we would sit at the lunch table together every day because, you had to.
Of course.
And we would play like these games, like let's go around the table and talk about, let's say, one thing we hate about each other most.
Right.
Boy.
It's lovely, right?
Are these childhood friends for like years?
Yeah. Like I was like in kindergarten,
Got
and
it.
now we're like in 7th and 8th grade, and
Yes.
it's fucking terrible.
Yep.
Am I allowed to curse in this thing?
Absolutely. Fuck no.
Absolutely.
Great. Let's go around the table and say guess each other's weight.
Kind of a loaded game.
It's terrible.
Oh, boy.
So then it got to the point where it was like, like we're gonna target one person,
Of course, yeah.
and we're
Always.
gonna beat them up at the park at 3 o'clock, like on a Friday.
Oh,
That was the thing.
like West Side
Legit.
Story for real.
Oh yeah, no, for real.
You discuss this?
Oh my god, like every day,
Like Jessica's
every
week.
single day. and it was like a different person. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the times it was me.
Yeah.
And I'm not really sure why, but it
You
was
act
me.
out. People act out.
And then so then like I would come home from school every day like being fucking like just like so depressed.
Yeah.
And my parents were like, "What is happening?" And so basically, my mom got involved and went to like the school psychologist.
Okay.
And we had a peer mediation.
Boy.
I've never told you guys this story.
Nope. Never heard it.
How would you never know this?
I don't know.
It's fucking terrible. And so, which in theory, you're like, oh, okay, this should help.
Nope.
It made it like 5,000 times worse.
Did they know your mom started it?
Oh my god, for sure.
Oh, Sydney,
100%.
you're baked.
They hated me.
You're done.
So what happened was the principal got involved.
Oh.
She had me go at lunchtime. I would not have to sit with them anymore. I would go to there was like a special needs class in my grammar school, and I would go help them, which was awesome, and I loved every minute of it. But like I literally couldn't be in my cafeteria because I was being targeted.
Wow.
And it was awful. But the funny thing about it, and like I feel like I'll tell Hudson, my 4-year-old daughter, when she's older, this story, that I am currently friends with like 6 out of the 8 of her
Really?
girls now. Like they're still like most of them live back in New Jersey.
Yeah,
like,
of
I
course.
am still close with them.
Okay.
Which is so odd because when we got to high school, it
very
was like
interesting.
we were kind of friends, but then like I branched out and I became friends with other people, which like helped the situation a lot. But it was terrible. And it was literally like I am still in therapy because of it.
Did you find yourself, because I know for me, I found myself, for some reason, going back to the same well.
Yeah.
Like, for some reason, you kept going back to this group of friends or 1 or 2 particular people, even though they kept being so
Yeah,
nasty
but you
to
didn't
you.
have a choice. And in 7th grade, you're 11 years old. You have no
And you also
clue
want to-
about.
You wanna be-
want to be accepted. You
Yeah,
want to be included.
right.
You want to feel like
I'm saying, like,
you're
that was a thing,
part
like,
of
you
something.
kept, like, going back to...
Absolutely, absolutely. I never. There was other tables I could have sat at.
Of course.
That were girls that actually liked me and were nice people.
There's 300 other kids.
Well, we only had like 90
Okay.
because we were a very small town.
Okay.
But regardless, there were other people I could have hung out with, and I
But,
did it
yeah.
because I wanted to be accepted.
It's such
Pretty
a...
deep, guys.
It is. Colin, you go.
Well, where to start? I mean, well, the first bullying I remember is from my older siblings. You
No,
guys.
but, like, not...
Like outside of family bullying, I guess middle school, I don't know which one came first. The 2 that stand out is I was in the cafeteria once and I had my hands up in like a peace sign. And I was doing this with it. I was like, oh, the bunny's going through the forest.
How old were
And
you?
This was I don't know. Wait, it's where when we had the sock hop. That was elementary school.
It's your 5th grade. Yeah, 5th grade.
Okay, so probably like 5th grade.
Yeah.
And so I was
11?
doing this thing with the bunny and my fingers up, and then I was like, and then the hunter shoots one ear off, and then I didn't realize I was like, I put my index finger down and I was flicking off Anna White, the girl that I was doing this with, and this teacher saw me and thought that I was, just flicking her off. And so she comes up to me and she goes, I knew it. You act like you're so nice.
The teacher?
But you treat everyone like trash. And so there was a raised stage in the cafeteria, and so there was a table up there where they put the bad kids.
Yes.
No way.
That was
So-
attention.
Are you kidding me?
No.
She sat me up there, humiliated me in front of all my friends, and I went home and told my mom.
Wait,
so,
at the sock hop this happened?
no, this was at lunch.
Oh, okay.
And so
There was a table on the stage
Yes.
where
where they put the
kids.
bad kids. Yeah.
That's where detention was during lunchtime.
That makes me so sad. Like I can't. Like
It
that's
was
terrible.
like
So
Scarlet
she
Letter
was,
shit.
like, taking out her, I guess, frustration with my parents. I don't know if it was frustration or
Yeah.
jealousy. I don't know what it was on me. And so I told my mom. The next day, I remember sitting in an assembly, and all of a sudden, in marches my mom, followed by that teacher and the principal. And they walk up and like, my mom
Terry,
gets me
our
sick.
mother could be a real bitch.
Oh yeah. She goes, come on, Colin, we're leaving. And then they took me outside of the cafeteria, and the teacher's like, I'm so sorry for what I said to you. All this, apologize, blah blah blah. And
Because your mom was there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that happened before. The next thing was when these kids started a vicious rumor that I was gay, which I don't know how that could be true.
Lies.
But as a child, it's
Rude.
That's a
I don't want
huge
that to
deal.
happen. These kids ruined my school experience for probably the better half of a year. And so yeah, that was another one. But there's just been so many different times I've been bullied. But I guess those are probably the earliest.
Wow.
Yeah, well, yeah. The question was just like, what was the first like big like bullet like that you remember?
The teacher, I guess. Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, you would think you would be another student.
People don't talk about that from like the like teachers. There's a lot of like teachers who
Have vendettas against
yeah for
Right,
whatever
right.
reason.
Wow.
Mine would be again like yeah for me there was a lot too, but the first time like it felt like real and like targeted. I was in 6th grade. I was 13, and where I went to school like in the deep South, everyone dressed the exact same. Like literally like the exact same. Same jeans, same shoes, same like polo shirt. Like that's how you dressed.
Yep.
You didn't go outside that box because it meant like you were weird or queer or gay or whatever. And I remember I'd been at the mall like earlier that day, and Doc Martens were like the big shit. Like that was the thing.
Yeah.
Doc Marten loafers.
And the sand.
And I saw someone, I loved them, and my mom was like, let's get them. They're amazing. Like they're in every magazine. I was like,
Like the high ones? Or
no, the low ones,
or
just like the
yeah.
like the loafer, like the laced up, like with the thick rubber,
Yep.
sole. And I was like, oh, I don't know, like no, like I wanted them, but I was like, I can never wear this. And she was like, just do it, like you like them, they're so cool, everyone's wearing them. And then the person at the store was like, you gotta get them, like everyone's buying them. So we bought them. That night was Lydia Sinyard's birthday, 13 years old. And I remember getting dressed. I remember the shirt I wore. I remember the jeans I wore. And I remember putting the shoes on and being like, so excited. And I walked into the party. I mean, this is the first 30 minutes of the party. And there was at the party like a karaoke stand with like, microphone and everything. And I walk in and my supposed like best friend, Tatum, gets on the microphone. I mean, I walk in this place, not even 3 minutes. And she grabs the mic and she goes, ladies and gentlemen, like rich boy Trevor Moretz is here, and look at his shoes, and like literally nothing else.
She was your best friend.
Supposedly, yeah, which was very odd. She was always very against me.
Where's Tatum now?
She's living
I'd like
in
to
the
know.
South, living her life. I'm not going to judge.
Yeah.
But she, I mean, railed on my shoes, and the rest of the night people just like went at me, and I remember like calling my parents and being like, you got to pick me up, like on the edge of tears, like getting in the car like 2 hours before the party's even done, and just bawling all night long, and not understanding like what I did or what it was. And like that was the first time I was like, what is going on? Like, where do I live? What did I do?
Yeah.
And it was for no other reason than I was wearing a pair of shoes that but by the way, 2 years later, everyone's wearing fucking Doc Martens.
Of course.
It's like stupid. That was my first real
Fucked up. I
experience with it.
came home that night.
Did you leave that party?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I had to. I was like literally about to cry. I sat there for like an hour, like sullen and like sulking, and then I was like, I've got it. Like I was like, you're gonna fucking cry. You've got to go. It was horrible, horrible.
Kids are fucked up.
It is.
I had a kid threaten to beat me up once because I wouldn't give him some of my pizza in New York.
Wow.
Yep, happens.
That was last week, huh?
Yeah. Well, yesterday. So.
It's just such a thing, and it really does sit with you for years and years and years. And even though like they grow past it, hopefully, and you grow past it, hopefully, a part of it sits there, and it takes a long time
It
to
has
work
taken
through and let it go.
lots of money in therapy.
Yeah,
And I'm still not over it. And then I just think about my kid.
yeah, your daughter.
And how she has to still go through that. And it's just, I think it was terrible back then, but I think it's going to be so much worse now.
I think about that too. I've had to help be Chloe's father, and she had a myriad of experiences with
Right.
mean girls, and it's hard to see someone go through the exact same thing you went through, and even though you know exactly where they are and you can say exactly what you wanted to hear when you were feeling that, they still can't grasp it until they've got to go through it themselves, and it's really hard to feel that way and want to help and really not be able to, besides just being open,
Yeah.
book and shoulder to cry on or whatever.
It is beneficial in some ways, though, because it teaches you the type of people that you
Well,
want to
that's
surround
life.
yourself with.
It's
It
life,
teaches you-
honestly.
yeah, like I think I benefited a lot out of some of the.
I
bullying
think about the
experience,
poor
but-
kids though who are bullied to such an extreme that they either are killed or they kill themselves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's,
And I can imagine I was never physically threatened, but I definitely was put to a point mentally
Yeah.
by my friend group. Because it's funny, like you said every week we got together and decided like who was like the underdog. That happened in my group, but it was like a verbal like notes passing like rumors thing. Every week there was someone different and for us, it wasn't even like discussed. It was like you'd see someone start to do it, and usually Tatum would like decide like on her own, and everyone would, because she was Queen Bee.
Yeah, there was one Queen Bee.
She was Queen.
Robin in our group was Queen Bee. I have no idea where Robin is today, but she was Queen Bee, and everybody did what she said.
Isn't that crazy?
It's wild. I don't know how. Like, how do you get that? How do you get that status?
For mine, so they were twins. They were Jake and Tatum, and they were like the best at all the sports. And they were both like very cute kids. And because like the sports thing, like that kind of, and we live in the South, sports are everything.
It was big, yeah.
And that kind of put them ahead like early. And also they should have been a grade above us, but they were held back. So they were a little older, so they had like the more mature body, and they got their like license earlier, all that stuff. So they were always just a little bit ahead, and their mother was vicious. No one messed with her kids, and her kids were always going to be first. Always. And it was like their mother would take kids down. She would like get into it with children. I'm looking back and I'm like, you were fighting with a 12-year-old.
Right.
That's bizarre.
It's really wild. You experienced way more bullying than I did. Like, I definitely got bullied, but Trevor got the brunt of, like, he really went through it.
Do you think when you were bullied, like, your brothers stood up for you?
Yeah, they did. Like, after my life was ruined in, like, middle school from the whole gay thing, it was Trevor who hacked my AOL account and, like, repaired the relationship with the people who bullied me, but, like, it was, like, beneficial to me because it made me not, like, a pariah in school anymore, and I pretty much overnight became, like, a popular
It was really hard because you and I were so many years apart that we weren't in school at the same time, but I knew kind of what was going on from, like, being at home and hearing and listening. I was not about Colin's life. When I was a kid, I had too many like my own issues, and I remember hearing from my mom and dad, and also from Colin. Like it got to the point where Colin had like very few friends in school because of this gay rumor. Yeah. So one day I hacked his AIM, and screen name Doggy777.
No, it wasn't.
That was his.
DAWGY, because the
I was TD913.
Oh my god.
Well, that makes sense.
But I hacked his thing. I got on there and I literally like messaged like the popular guys, and I like made up these conversations, and they were like, "Oh, you do that? Like, oh, cool. Like, oh, maybe we should hang out sometime." And I was like, "We are giving you like a life makeover," just because I felt like he didn't have like they really put him in a corner.
Yeah.
And then after that, he became like. Not that popularity matters, but like they accepted you and like you had some friends, and at least you know.
Yeah, it helped. I mean, it definitely made middle school bearable.
What about you? So Abby has a younger brother.
Yes.
Did he help out in any way with?
He was 6 years younger than me.
Okay.
Almost 6 years. So
then no.
It means nothing.
It's like me and my oldest
And we
brother.
actually went to 2 different high schools.
So then really no.
So no.
What?
And he was always Mr. Popular.
Okay.
I mean, he was loved by
Who we all wanted to be.
Loved by everyone. And he still is.
How did you deal with it? What was your upswing, or what was your resolution? What got you through
Out
it?
of the-
Yeah, like what put you to the better place?
7th and 8th grade were horrible.
Yeah.
And then when I got into 9th grade, I joined the cross country team. And I made new friends. And I was like, fuck you guys.
Good.
Peace out.
Yeah.
And I did my own thing. And literally, that was it.
That's exactly what I did. To a T.
Yep.
I did cross country in 9th grade. I just
And I
fucking
had
done
older
with
friends. I was a freshman,
Yeah.
but I had like junior aged friends.
Yeah.
And they kind of like, they were my people.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to worry about my old people anymore. And no one gave a shit about what I did anymore.
So
that was
funny.
it.
It's interesting. I don't know, I was always way more introverted. It was difficult for me to like flip the switch and be confident about myself in school. But yeah, I don't know. In high school, I didn't really get bullied at all because I was always just quiet and kept to myself. But yeah, I don't know. It changed when I was like 19, when I finally got a grasp of like who I like actually am and everything what I like.
Yeah, and you're more confident, and you
And I was out of school.
stand up for yourself.
We're
and you're
very
out of school.
we're very lucky that all of us kind of came through it in a naturalistic way and either made choices or just grew past it and like lived to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't. If you had to give your younger self some advice about how to get through it, or what's going to be the light at the end of the tunnel, or to give someone advice who is going through this, what would you say?
Well, to myself, if I could see my younger self, I would just give myself a hug and say, you are enough, you're worthy, you are cool, you're gonna grow up to be really weird, but you're gonna love it. And that just because other people can't understand you doesn't mean that you will never find a group of friends that make you feel whole. And yeah, and also stop trying so hard, little Colin. Stop obsessing over how people see you. And to anyone who's being bullied right now, I just say, know that these experiences, however harsh and awful they are forging you in the fires, and you're going to come out stronger after it. And it's just another piece of advice that you can give to someone else later down the line. So there's a silver lining, even if it's as horrible as it can be.
I think I say the same thing to myself and to kids now. Super simple. Stay true to who you are. Be confident. And literally, none of this bullshit will matter in 10 years. None of it. Actually, none of it will matter in 2 years.
Absolutely.
That's it.
So agreed.
None of it will matter. No one will care.
Absolutely.
That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, I mean, like after you guys, like that's both sentiments are exactly the truth, and I think, like I get Abby's. You don't at the time think it.
You think it's the biggest deal?
The biggest deal in the world. But if you just, and it may be like you may be crying every day, you may be miserable every day, but I promise you, just get through it. Just get through it, grit and bear it. It will get better. It really does. And one day, it won't matter. It won't matter.
That's it.
Okay, people.
Wow, deep. Got deep.
We got real deep. Things got deep, and it's about to get shallow. We're gonna take a quick intermission, have a little pee break, and we need more wine. So
more chocolate.
And chocolate. We'll see you in a minute.
Hi.
We're back.
Again.
Here we are.
Here we are,
Rid of
people.
us.
So for our next little bit, we're gonna just do some fun popular culture.
Great.
Little
Let's get into it.
popcorn.
I watch TMZ. Is it TMZ or is it Tunes? I don't know.
I love Tim's every day. Tim's.
I figured it out. It's owned by Tums. It's their...
Cause it upsets your stomach.
Oh, that's right.
Know it.
Oh, God.
5 points in America.
Yes, okay, so soda pop culture.
Here we go. So this is a rumor that's hitting the rumor mill,
What is it?
churning it out, Ford style. Supposedly, Nicole Scherzinger might be replacing Fergie in the Black Eyed Peas.
No.
Is that necessary?
There's a picture that the Black Eyed Peas posted of
Well,
singing
here's my thing.
Nicole.
Where are the where are the Black Eyed
It's
Peas?
not
I
so
don't
much-
understand. Like
Well, I
Black Eyed
think-
Peas were like famous in like 09.
True.
That's
Like I don't get it.
I love I'm a Bee.
It's not so much...
I'm a bee.
it's-
I'm a bee. I'm
I
sorry.
just don't know if the Black Eyed Peas are still necessary.
Guys, when I worked at the Cheesecake Factory, The Grove, we sing this all the time. Everything Black Eyed Peas we sang.
Of course.
We loved it.
But that was also like almost 10 years ago.
It might have been.
I'm actually like asking you guys, where are they now?
I think they took a break. They took a break,
Well, I
right?
am just like Fergie...
Okay, so
You're
this
right.
will be their resurgence.
I think so. Like they're choosing to come back together.
Look, I mean,
I still
Nicole
love
Scherzinger. What's her name?
Scherzinger?
Nicole Scherzinger.
She's
Love
fucking
her.
talented.
Yeah, she's great.
She's a great
Like,
dancer.
I would
She's got
love
a
to
pretty
see-
voice.
I would love to see her in, the music.
But do you want to be back up
I just
to
don't think the Black Eyed Peas are necessary.
That's what I'm saying.
They're not.
Guys,
It doesn't now.
You
we're
are
out.
forgetting
It's out.
the great club jams that we've all heard.
I get it, but it's
We're
just
up
not
in that
relevant
club.
anymore.
We're all having a good night.
Yeah, in like 09, Trev.
That's true.
You know what?
That's true.
There's jams now that are great and club worthy.
Not great
that
club
we-
I
jams.
don't think we need the Black Eyed Peas.
I don't either.
I don't think.
I
We
Rest in
I
peace.
think Nicole Scherzinger can exist apart from the Black Eyed Peas, and I would rather.
And she does. I mean,
Rest-
she does her thing. She
rest in-
hosts
Look at
and
Fergie.
But does
Great
she?
with the Black Eyed Peas, better on her.
Scherzinger was in Moana.
Scherzinger is not.
Yeah, she was. She played the mom, Moana's mom.
Oh.
But Scherzinger is not Fergie. Sorry. Just not. She's not.
Why?
Yeah, I agree.
Because she doesn't even have like a third of Fergie's career. Fergie is Fergie. Fergie is like a name and like has her own thing. She's had great albums.
No.
See, I love
Totally.
Fergie Count. She was the Black Eyed Peas, like the only female in the group, like lead singer, big voice, and then Nicole Scherzinger, like she was the lead of the Pussycat Dolls, but it was also like an ensemble, you know.
Who do you think's
it's like,
hotter?
Sexually?
Scherzinger.
I don't know. Fergie looks
they're
really
both,
freaking great.
they're
No, she
both
looks great.
sizzle, like beautiful, strong, hot, like independent. Like,
Yeah.
You know what? I
together.
prefer Fergie. I prefer Fergie. I like her like attitude.
Look-wise, I prefer
Cool.
Scherzinger.
Yeah.
I just think, I mean, she's just so like stunning. Like Fergie's beautiful.
Look, here's the
like,
thing. They
Nicole
both got
Scherzinger's
it.
like, holy
They
shit.
both got it.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, do we care? Like, are we gonna be downloading?
I want.
It
Nicole
depends on the
Scherzinger-
song. It's all about
Right.
the song.
I want,
Maybe.
I want
Maybe.
Nicole Scherzinger to get with some cool producers, release a really fire single.
I think she's tried to do that.
Release a great single, release like an EP, and then give us an album.
Let's move
Okay,
on.
so that's TBD.
But where is the love, you guys?
Rest in peace. Next, guys, the Girl Scouts are releasing gluten-free Girl Scout cookies.
That's great.
We know how
It's
happy.
great. I like everyone knows how I feel.
100% full gluten.
Where's the fucking butter? Where's the
Guys, if I'm buying a box of
sugar?
cookies, I want the sugar, the
I want it
gluten, I
all.
want all of
I
it.
want it all. Now
But-
I have friends that are gluten free.
I was about to say, but my friends
I've
who-
got friends and family who are gluten free. We love them dearly.
Me too. I've got
and I feel for them.
family with
Every
it.
day I
with
feel for
allergies. They got allergies.
They chose to be that way. They chose to be gluten intolerant.
Let me tell you what, I know people who are gluten-free who look at those box of cookies and they go, I dreamed a dream, I'm gone
With Samoas were gluten.
and I could eat them. Whatever, you know what? Good for the gluten-free
Yeah,
people.
great. That's
right?
awesome. Although, do we know
Okay.
that the Girl Scouts are
Dairy free too.
Marching in the Trump
inauguration.
inauguration.
So
Which
how do you feel
Girl
about
Scout-
that?
Here's all I say. I think if I were an adult working at the Girl Scouts, the stuff he said about women, I probably wouldn't put my young daughter.
This is what I'm
up
saying.
in
It's
there.
like, how are these parents letting their kids
Fame? Question mark? Fame?
fame?
Yeah.
Who's gonna care about number 77?
People
Girl
watch
Lopez?
that Dance Mom shit, so you know what I mean? There's people out there
That
who
makes
just
no sense to me.
they don't care what their kid's on if they can get it.
Paid. Well, that's what I want to know.
What?
What are they paying them Girl Scouts? How many cookies
I hope
did you
tons.
buy?
I hope tons. I hope they sold. It's like Troop Beverly Hills.
Oh God.
I hope. How many? Niffler!
Oh my God.
That's like the best movie.
How many did Beverly Hills? 425,000. Oh God, what a good movie.
Great movie.
This is gonna get everyone going. So, Abby, do you think you're basic?
Basic?
Yeah.
I would hope not. I mean, I
Okay.
hope you guys don't think I'm basic.
I don't think you're basic, but you might pay to be basic. American Airlines is releasing their basic economy fare. And before you sign up, here's what you don't get. You've got to get a seat at check-in. You cannot use overhead bins.
Nope.
And what was the third one?
Well, it's that you are assigned a seat at check-in, and then no overhead bin space.
So it's like
but-
Southwest?
And you board last. You board
Oh,
last.
you board last, but you get all the amenities of the free soda and snacks they have, and
wait.
in-flight entertainment.
So the basic thing is a cheaper rate? Or
Yeah, if they're
We don't know what the rate will be, but it will be cheaper.
Lowest rate.
Yes. But let's be real. How many times have we all gone to the airport and they've gone, oh, we oversold that flight?
Yeah.
So if you're getting a seat at check-in and let's say it's already full and you show up, could you be oversold 2 or 3 plane trips worth? Like, we're gonna try and get you on. 1 sec.
But no, if you already
Hope you packed in a book bag.
If just because they give you a seat assignment at the gate doesn't mean if you bought the ticket you have a seat on.
No, that is not how
First
this
of all,
works.
let's be honest. American Airlines is fucking terrible. So is United. So is Delta. The only good airlines
What do you say?
are Virgin and
JetBlue.
JetBlue.
Yeah,
That's
JetBlue
it.
is
Those
great.
two are the only good
I
ones.
don't love Delta, but I'll do Delta. I do like American, honestly. Like when it's at its
Ugh. It's
when it's
the
like
most expensive.
when it's
I
at
don't-
its peak, when it's at when it's the tops, it's the tops.
Top of that
I don't know. I don't think
So you're gonna stay basic, is what you're saying. You're just gonna stay basic.
I'm not gonna pay basic. I'm not.
Oh, you're not gonna pay basic.
No, I'm not gonna pay basic unless it's an 8. If I can get somewhere for $80,
Oh, 80
I do it,
bucks?
yeah.
I'll fucking do that shit.
I do it.
Yeah.
I think it'll be.
but it has to be
like
that cheap.
200 or something. But still like
That's the
really.
thing.
Coach
It's like,
tickets are
how much is it
200.
really gonna be lower than the normal?
Guys, you tell us. You tell us. If it's $200, are you gonna pay? No, but if it's 80, you tell. Like if it's $80, like we'll jump to New York for $80.
Totally.
I got a pack and a book bag.
100%.
Go under the seat.
It's okay.
But you know.
It's more expensive than that though.
Yeah, train ticket across the country? It's not cheap. Everyone thinks training is cheap.
So
It's not
I
cheap,
think it'll be
people.
more
No,
expensive.
but it's
than
amazing.
train.
If I had like a
fun.
great room with a shower or something, sure.
Is there
Like some like a hot style.
Tell me,
Oh.
is there a club?
Can I get? Is there a club car? Can I jump in the dining room? Is there Salisbury steak?
Oh, jeez.
Let's go into the. Oh, this is gonna be an eye catcher. Okay, brace yourselves, people. Grab your armchairs and your seat rest.
Clutch those pearls.
Tell me what you think. I'm clutching my pearls. Guys, you'll learn I'm a prude. I really am. There's a company called Cam Soda, already on a bad start, and they are ready in 3 months to release Sex Sense gas masks for nose porn. Do you want to guess what that is? Before I tell you?
First of all, I'm sorry. Can you just repeat that?
Cam Soda is going to release Sex Sense gas mask for nose porn. Quote nose porn.
Okay, so
Do you know what it is?
nose porn.
What do you think it
a
is?
thing?
What do you
I'm
think
sorry.
it is?
Am I like being like
What
totally
do you think it
naive
is?
right now?
What do you think it is? And I'll
Nose
tell you.
porn? Like I don't know. Like
What do you think it is?
like
Doing dirty things with
smells
noses?
that.
Oh.
I would think like smells that.
just kidding.
were
Okay, yes, you are.
sexy. I don't know.
You're
what that
on the
means, really.
path.
Well,
Colin?
I mean, you're kind of making it not just one singular thing.
What is it to mask?
If it's a component, though, to enhance your.
No, I just said I said guess, do you know what that may be? That's all I said.
Wait, do you wear it
So
like
get off
during
of me.
sex? Don't know by any means.
So you don't, okay, you know what it is. Okay, so
Oh, you know what it is.
Here's a
You
quote.
are a dirty, dirty boy.
I haven't done it. I've never.
Okay, guys, here's
heard of it?
here's a quote from the
Saw the
company.
article.
Here's a quote from the. Of course you did. You're a host on this thing. Play along.
I did not see the article, so
No,
please.
you did it. Here's a quote. Quote, a lavender or pumpkin scent is one that gets men most aroused, followed by a combination of donuts and black licorice, end quote. Hirsch told Huffington Post, quote, some odors enhance empathy, such as eucalyptus, menthol, or camphor. A performer might want to use these to arouse sympathy, end quote. He expects the sensory mask will be available in 3 months at an estimated price of $59.99. The smell canisters are designed to last between 3 to 6 months. Replacement canisters should sell for around $29.99.
So do you want to know what it really is?
Yes, please.
Regale us.
Okay, so there's VR headsets for virtual reality.
Right.
So there's VR porn. So you have your VR headset on with the goggles.
Okay.
And this is essentially a gas mask that goes over your nose and mouth and
Wait,
pumps
while you're wearing the.
while you're wearing the VR headset.
Okay.
And it pumps in the
Listeners,
smell.
I am topping up the wine for this conversation.
It pumps in the smell so you can have a more sensory experience. And they supposedly have a scent that smells like sexual orgasm.
Guys, I've seen a picture of this thing. It looks like a World War II
Yeah, frightening.
gas
I
mask.
can
It's
imagine.
the scariest thing you've
So you're, like,
ever.
wearing that
it
while
looks
you're
like
having
Darth
sex.
Vader.
That-
Well, it's not sex because I think it's for porn.
Wait,
If you
what
can
do you
just-
mean
it's
for?
it's for when it's
While you're
it's
watching
in
porn?
addition
Yes,
to while
yes.
you're watching.
Oh, it's like an add-on.
I mean, I suppose you could use it while you're actually having
I'm
sex,
gonna
but
It's like an
Yes.
accessory.
yeah,
Correct.
for your virtual reality.
And I'm gonna
porn
guess
headset.
women aren't gonna buy these things.
No.
This is
No, I
for
read
like
it.
men, odd men.
Also, can you just like spray something in the air and it's like, okay, there you go?
I have a better
don't
question.
Get it.
Why the fuck do you need to
That's what I
smell?
was saying.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
don't get
watched
it.
porn and been like, you know what would make us better?
Light a goddamn candle.
Lavender and pumpkin.
Light a goddamn.
by-
Also, wait, hold on.
Followed by donuts
As
and
men,
licorice.
I know you guys are both gay, but as
Sure.
men, like, are lavender and pumpkin sexy smells to you?
I have lavender
I don't-
body
I
wash,
don't
so
associate-
no, I don't
I
think
don't
that
associate
way.
sex with any of it.
And pumpkin is like a Starbucks thing for me.
We do have a straight man in the room, and he's saying no. You're saying no, Brandon.
Guys, we have my oldest brother listening in, Brandon Moretz. Brandon, what do you think?
Absolutely not.
No, all around no.
Wait, so you're saying lavender and pumpkin are not?
Also,
sexy?
you're not putting the mask on to watch your porn.
I don't find any smells arousing.
Okay,
It just
interesting.
doesn't work that way.
Like even perfume on women?
Well,
If it's on a
I get
body,
that. I mean,
because-
maybe
but it's not the perfume
pheromone.
doing it.
Yeah, but no, not the lavender, pumpkin,
Okay,
whatever
okay.
your special
Well, no, because I
blender
think
shit, no,
like if your significant other wears like a cologne or perfume, it's not that smell that gets you, but you start to relate that smell to them.
Right,
I
that
definitely
makes sense.
like Nick, my boyfriend,
Yes,
definitely
he
has a
the
scent.
best. Oh my god, I fucking love it.
When I first met him,
Cologne, it's
there
the
was
best thing
like I
ever.
would smell it somewhere and be like, "Where is he? Where is he? I know he's here." Like, because you relate it. Yeah,
Yeah,
he has
totally.
he has the best cologne.
He does.
It's true.
What is it?
Well, it used to be Dolce & Gabbana, and that's when I met him, but it's changed a lot. Now it's this like independent little
It's so
random
good,
cologne
though.
company.
It's so good.
Someone we hate gave it to him as a Christmas gift, and he was
Wow.
listen. We all get these gifts. Like the person gave me this like very expensive necklace, and then was like here, and he got this like little bottle of cologne, and he was like, "Thanks so much. You must have really thought about this." And he hated on it for like weeks, and then he tried it, and one day I was like, "You smell different." And he was like, "Is that
Delightful.
cologne we were given?" And I love it. And he's worn it for 4 years. I go,
Yeah,
well,
it's amazing.
looks like a great gift to me.
Yep.
Awesome.
Anyway, that's the sex mask, guys. If you want it,
Porn.
Cam Soda, grab one. That new movie, A Dog's Purpose, which I'm dying to see.
Yes.
Like crying in the theaters at the trailer.
Yep.
There was a video released today of a dog filming a scene
I actually saw that.
almost drowning.
So
and
fucked up.
PETA is now called for a boycott. What? Have we seen it? What do we think? I have not seen it.
Yeah, I saw it.
I saw it too.
Sad.
Super fucking sad.
I can't. Will you see the movie now?
Oh.
I don't think I was gonna
Oh.
see it. In the first
Either way.
I
So.
want to see it, but it's like, I don't know. I just don't know. You know what? I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one. I don't know if I'll see
Oh,
it.
is that
in
allowed?
theaters.
No,
I
that,
know.
you know what? That's not
I wish I
allowed.
had known.
Now barred.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna see it.
That's Watch What Happens Live shit, and we're not doing that here.
It's really sad. I don't know if I'll see it in theaters if I do see it.
Okay, moving on. Speaking of movies, I'm just gonna name some movies coming up, and just thoughts. There's an Emoji movie.
No, who cares?
I don't think it's
I love the
necessary.
idea, and I think it's cute.
Is it animated?
Yeah,
Yeah. Patrick Stewart is Sir.
It's
Patrick
Pooh.
Stewart's
He's playing Pooh.
emoji.
I think it's cute. I don't know what the story will
Is it
be.
like kids? Is it like G or
No idea.
It'll probably like take place in like their inside a phone or something. Imagining like a Wreck-It Ralph type.
We have no
situation.
idea. Is the truth.
I don't know.
It seems
I
cute.
think it could be really cute, but also Secret Life of Pets seemed really cute.
You didn't like that?
No,
Oh.
weak plotline. Anyway, I don't know. We'll see. Could be cute, but again, don't think it's necessary.
Triple X Return of Xander.
Oh God.
I could care less.
Talk about
You literally would
unnecessary.
have to pay me to go see something like that.
Guys,
Like you literally have you seen the trailer in the movie?
I've seen the trailer
It's
in the
fucking
movie theater.
terrible.
It's been so long since.
Horrible.
It's been I think 12. I think I was in high school. I think it's been 15 years. I think it's been 15 years since the first one came out. I don't know how you get a sequel 15 years later. I work in film. I work all day to try and get movies made, and this is what I get the idea. They're thinking Fast and Furious is hot again. Vin Diesel's back in it. He probably pushed really
I think
hard.
she's dating the girl, the lead girl in it.
Ruby Rose? She's a lesbian.
No. The long-haired girl.
Nina Dobrev.
Yeah. I heard this.
Is Vin Diesel producing it? I'm assuming so.
I think he produced the first one. I'm sure he would have pushed Universal to do this. And I don't know why they would have.
It's really weird.
Maybe it was cheap.
You'd literally have to pay me to go see that.
I remember seeing the first
I
one.
wouldn't even watch it on an airplane when I'm
No.
trapped and probably gonna die.
Remember he did Chronicles of Riddick. Didn't they do like a sequel to that years after
Yes.
too?
He's, you know what? Good for you, Vin Diesel.
Who's going to see that movie?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
The hope is
I don't
like
know.
the people who saw it the first time, like teenage boys.
Hey, did you love it when you were 14? When
I
you're
didn't.
27 now,
Exactly. That-
you'll love it again.
Didn't know it then.
Next, A Dog's Purpose. Dying to see.
Oh boy.
No.
Okay.
We've already talked about
And next, they're gonna do a Lisa Frank live action movie.
If the skies
What does
opening
that
up
mean?
and
What's
a
Lisa
heavenly
Frank?
chorus
Do you remember
came
being in
down.
school and going to buy Trapper Keepers
Yeah.
and folders?
Right.
Those folders that were like rainbows with like dolphins jumping into like celestial
Yeah.
pools.
Yeah.
And that's Lisa Frank.
Yeah.
Oh.
$1 billion company.
The stickers, the whole
Still
thing.
privately owned.
I do not know anything about Lisa Frank, but good for her.
It's had like a resurgence now that it's
I'm down.
nostalgic.
I want to jump through those heavenly pools. Sorry.
I'm so
and ride that freaking Shamu
A
whale.
live action
That is
animation
multicolored.
hybrid. That
Fine.
sounds amazing.
Great.
Okay, this brings us to. This really throws me, guys.
Oh yeah.
We all watch TV regularly, and we've all seen this. There's a commercial with 3 animated bears, and they're selling us toilet paper. It's fucking disgusting. My point is, they want to be cute and talk about your asshole and cleaning it, and they found a way with 3 animated bears, and it's sick. And it's happened for years, and I'm tired of it.
I'm not fooling anyone. I know you're talking about my butthole.
Okay, moving on. HGTV. Thoughts? Who do we love?
Like, who
Binge
doesn't
watching.
love Joanna Gaines?
Oh my god.
Guys.
I can't. I want to move to Waco.
Right?
I'm gonna work at the silos.
The Dairy Queen?
I can't. I'll work at the yes, absolutely.
Do it.
I mean, it's,
I want to be in
I
their
think
cult.
The best alternative to like other kinds of reality TV. You know.
Totally.
It's a
And
great
it's actually
alternative to
creative.
life.
Totally. It's creative.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like you can possibly...
There's a dream to
There's
it.
a dream.
You watch
dream
things and go
factor.
like, I'm gonna own $1 million house in Puerto Vallarta too.
Well...
Or I'm gonna spend $200,000 and redo my 3 rooms out of my 6.
Speaking of
Yeah.
HGTV, right? Yeah, HGTV. There is a fact that I didn't know about one of the Property Brothers that
What?
Trevor enlightened me on. You enlightened me on.
What?
This
I don't know
over
this.
Christmas
You don't?
break.
No.
Okay.
Oh, it's great.
So guys,
I love them.
first of all, like I do like them.
It makes so much sense.
But
the
it's
way you
gotten
talk about
weird. Things have gotten weird, and I'm not okay with it. One is a magician,
Okay, that is weird.
it. That's his dream.
like
Yep.
an adult. Like before HGTV, he was trying to make it
Like,
in
not
Vegas.
David Blaine.
No,
Not Love of My Life, David Blaine.
Oh God, love them
No.
both of our lives.
Right.
no, like
We're gonna have to fight for
like Vegas, not Blaine, cheesy
No
hat
way.
tricks. That's what he was doing.
Which one, Drew or...
So okay, I
Travis.
don't know the differences. I just know the one who is the realtor
Okay.
is the magician.
Okay.
I'm not saying this is true. One seems straight to me, and one
One
seems gay.
Right. So the magician is gay or
I would
the...
No, I-
Oh, the other one.
No, I think it's the contractor
Really?
with the gay lights.
Mm,
Gay lights are what
I
we in the gay community
know.
call highlights.
My money is on the magician.
The magician is married and now having a baby. The
Really?
contractor,
I don't mean it's
the gay.
right.
Okay, so I'm kind of crazy. I read a whole article and interview. They both live in Vegas. They bought like 2 houses. They tore down the wall. They like lived together.
The
The
brothers?
straight one with the wife, yes, the brothers. The straight one with the wife, like they live together, and then the other one hit when so one like the straight one was talking about like, his wife and and all that stuff, and then the other one was like my 3 like loves of my life, my like Pekingese and my,
Oh.
yeah, and that's what threw me. Look, he may be straight, that's great. He may be gay, that's great.
Sure, who cares?
It's just what I think. It would be funny though if the like contractor who like ripped stone walls was the gay one. If there was a gay one.
Yeah.
Maybe
Who
not.
knows? We don't know.
My point is, the magician shit throws me off and makes me weird.
Agreed.
They also have country music. Have you heard?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, right? Gets weird. Guys,
Sorry, I'm like such. I hate country music.
The magician.
Is that
was
terrible of me
in-
to say?
no, it's not terrible. I just think it's weird that they. Are you country singers? Or do you redo houses?
And the magician one was in a Hallmark Christmas.
Oh, God. And they're actors.
Yeah, he was the asshole boss who is all about work and not about family.
I'm,
missed that one.
I'm telling you. So, like, before they did this HGTV shit, they both were, or at least that one was trying in a whole different direction, like magic and acting, and then that didn't work, and then they had, now they own, I mean, look, like, let's be real, they own HGTV.
Hold on. Can we quickly talk about what's the show with the couple?
Flipping
blonde?
out? Flipping out.
Flipping out. Oh,
Tarek and Christina.
my God.
They live here in the Southland, people.
You guys.
Mm-mm.
He went through the woods
Palm
with
Springs
a
or
gun.
No, there's a lot here. There's a lot
It's heavy.
here.
It's heavy.
They just had their second baby.
Oh, flipping out with the guy with the big lips.
Well,
No, that's Jeff Lewis. This is
That's Jeff
HGTV.
Lewis. Oh, that's a whole other story.
She's
I love
like
that
a
show.
cheesy blonde.
Cheesy
and
blonde,
he's
terrible
like,
clothes.
Terrible style.
He had cancer, which was so sad.
Yes,
and that's why it was
and he
so
has a
sad
really
for
bad
them,
back. He has a
because
really
they
bad
went
back.
through it together and the whole
Okay,
thing.
so I've heard
and now-
multiple. Here's the thing, guys. I'm crazy. I live and work in LA, so I know a lot of people who produce different stuff. So I'm always digging for dirt about people I like, and I like them as a couple.
Sure.
And it was whatever. So I have a friend who produces for HGTV, and I was like, tell me everything. I've heard 2 different stories.
Okay.
1, he was having an affair with the nanny. 2, she was having an affair with the contractor.
Well, that's the story I heard. The
Okay,
contractor. Now, have
okay.
you guys seen a picture of the contractor?
No.
Say, how hot is this contract?
Go on TMZ and Google it.
I don't
or whatever.
know.
Colin, pull it up.
It is wild. Like she's
Flipping
like a
out.
pretty like
She's a pretty girl.
she's a pretty girl.
You said
She's-
flipping
This
out.
guy is at least.
Flipping out's that guy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's
we
not
didn't mean
called-
flipping out. What's it called?
Well, Colin, look it up.
No, it's
I'm
called.
so
For the record,
It's called.
this is a nope moment. I told I was wrong. Nope, I was right.
Not today, Satan. He was
right.
not wrong.
What the hell is that show called?
I thought it's called Flipping Out.
Is it the one where they're
Colin,
predominantly in Palm Springs?
Colin, look up.
No,
They're in like
here
Glendale.
In OC. No,
Colin,
they're in the OC.
Colin, look up Tarek and Christina HGTV.
Yeah, they're in OC.
What is
that
it
show
called? Their style is so horrific.
It's not good. It's very basic. Talk about basic.
It's not about price. It's just it's cheap.
Flipper
Flipper
flop.
flop.
Thank you, straight man.
I want to be clear who just gave us the answer. My straight older brother. My straight older married brother.
Flip or flop. Okay.
Flip
So-
or flop. Wait, Colin, get out that
So I
contractor.
saw a picture of the I mean,
And you had a moment at work. You were sitting
I
at
was
your
like
desk.
dying. I'm like, oh my god, he's like 30 years older than her. He's got like a handlebar
Oh, he's
mustache.
old. Oh, he's old. Oh.
It is frightening. You
She
Google
like-
it.
oh.
Google it.
She likes a dude. She's like a dominant
Still
dude.
into- I mean,
Ugh.
this is the part that comes up, but
Yeah, that's him. See?
Oh, I thought you were saying he was Abby.
No, I said he was.
I thought you
You
were.
mean handlebar mustache and 30
No,
years old?
by
and
then I was
attractive?
like, what's happening? I thought you were
No.
like, oh my god, guys, he is hot. Like Britney
No.
Spears' boyfriend, like, he is hot.
No, that's
and I
what
was
I'm
like,
saying.
okay.
Like, I
Oh,
don't get
no.
it. I don't get it.
I don't know what's true.
But here's the thing: no one knows what
The tr-
happens
yeah.
behind closed doors.
Okay,
Everybody.
I am not
we have
judging
no
a
idea.
darn thing.
Let's not judge anything.
Correct.
Relationship.
You know, whatever.
But also, like, the series of events that I heard was he with Nanny, and then she struck out after that and was like, you know what? You're gonna do that to me, like, you're not the only one who can
Well,
do it.
how
And
do
I
we
get
find
that
out the
mindset.
truth?
I think we wait. Us Weekly is digging.
Yeah.
Us Weekly is digging for us. Guys, get
All right,
to
The
it.
well,
truth
wait.
will out. Hashtag John and Kate +8.
That's proper. But then, guys, let's just go to church. Fixer upper.
Yeah.
That's where we all want to be.
That's
Yeah.
it.
We want to be living in
I
Waco,
like that show.
using that goddamn
I
shiplap.
like Rehab.
Shiplap. Shiplap is my favorite.
We want Chip
Oh my God.
after 5 weeks of Reno
Oh, no.
to bring the kids by on Thursday while
With
we're
donuts.
just decorating.
With donuts for Joanna.
Hey, babe. And we're
Here
like,
you go. Or
want-
Mexican food.
I bought a new goat. Great.
I want Chip. What I want him to do is
Don't do this to me.
Is get a prescription for Adderall for his adult ADD. That's
He
right.
does that. You're right. You're right.
I'm not going to lie. So I've read a few articles about people who worked with them.
There's some
Oh,
stuff
And the-
about them, too.
Nothing bad. Nothing bad. The only, like behind, like insider behind the scenes, excuse me, was one couple. The woman said, Joanna does like, she's like all work, no play.
Right.
And Chip is like bouncing off the walls ADD, and it pisses Joanna off. But you can tell on like they riff on that.
And it works. For
And by
them.
the way, who isn't like that?
Right. It works. They're making money. They're famous. I mean, this is like.
I want to live on that goddamn farm.
Right?
It works
Oh,
for.
and you know what I want? I want her hair, and she
her
always.
hair.
and
Always
this-
the outfits.
And this is a style thing I started doing.
Right?
She always wears like restaurant T-shirts or like local tees.
But she looks
instead of
amazing.
I'm trying to find every fucking local tee I
Right?
can, and just wear that with a pair of jeans. And be like, hey, I'm
Yeah,
cool.
Like a cool bracelet, like a cool leather bracelet.
And then
oh my
flip-flops.
God.
I'll be like,
Always their
yeah.
company
I'm
tees. By local
easy.
tees,
Just like
you
no
know,
makeup on.
None.
It's not
Well, maybe-
local
maybe-
t-shirts. They're
Maybe a good
There's
base.
people that
They're
they use.
brand.
Yeah.
But no, Abby, you got the hair. You could. You
think?
got the Joanna. Yes, you got the Joanna hair.
It's got to grow a couple
I'm trying to
more inches.
maybe, but I'm trying to get there.
There's a scandal with them too. You told
Yeah.
us of scandal with
The
them.
church thing,
The church thing.
and then he
Oh,
handled it
right.
very like 2 months later. He had a little
but-
statement.
Didn't she have like a little problem like in her past?
You are pulled me up on private conversations.
Yeah, because I don't know what that's about.
Okay, here's what I know, which does not mean it's true, guys. So don't listen to me, but I may be right. Here's what I've heard. What I heard is, so they went to college together down at Baylor, that fucking Christian ass school. No offense to Christians. Go get it, girls. Believe in something. So they went to Baylor. She left Baylor, went to New York, became like a highfalutin like design exec somewhere. Had a little problem. I'm not gonna say what it was because I don't know. Had a little problem that like hurt her life. She moved back home. I think she might have even been married and like in divorce. Moved back home. Met Chip again. Like they had known each other in college but didn't know each other. Met Chip again. Like wooed each other. Fell in love and then got married. And like she's in this kind of like new Christian phase of her life.
Right, fine. Here's my thing. Who hasn't had a fucking problem when they were fucking 20 or 25?
Right.
Like, who cares?
Yeah.
You get your shit together,
Right.
and now she's where she's at, and she's
Yeah,
amazing.
that's fine.
That's
I
like
don't
a
like
scandal.
the Ben Carson shit from Chip. He was
Yeah.
really tweeting about Ben. Like, and I have tons of Republican family, tons. Be a Republican, but he was a moron and falling asleep.
Yeah.
I mean, he was. Anyway, that's my Chip and Joanna. I don't know any truths. I hope nothing ever comes out about them. I love them. I want to be
they're the best.
her.
I do like them. They have a good show. And
It makes me want 5 kids.
And their kids are adorable.
They're so
Adorable.
beautiful. They got like the great hair from her and his like sunny like
gorgeous
red.
tans.
Oh my god, gorgeous
Yeah,
tans.
amazing.
She's beautiful. She
She
is.
is. She's stunning.
She is
Beautiful.
really pretty.
No, she's. Her hair is life and her body is.
Yeah.
I wonder
What
if one
would
of them does magic.
If we're lucky.
Stiff competition.
Okay, guys, we're moving on to our final stuff. Twitter questions. These are real questions from people. I'm not gonna read the handles.
Oh God.
The first one is, how do you balance self-care with work, relationships, and life? Ooh, hot
that is
crowd.
heavy.
Hot crowd.
It's very loaded too, because there's a bunch of different types of self-care.
Just meaning like balancing it, like your own emotions and being in a relationship.
I mean, I check
and a
in with
job.
myself every day. I evaluate myself every day.
Is that hard with your relationship?
Oh, I'm in such a deep committed relationship with myself. No, I'm very, very single. Hey, boys. But no, I think just dealing with my friends and everything, I want to be the best person I can for them and my family.
Why?
I mean, because I want them to think I'm really hot. But yeah, I think just checking in with yourself.
Well, you're not, so know that.
I'm so sorry. I can't go on. But yeah, I'll let the coupled people talk. Oh, yeah.
How dare you, Abigail?
What's the question again?
How do you balance self-care with work, relationships, and just busy life?
I think I'm pretty lucky because I have a job that I am allowed to at lunchtime, work out.
Oh, you
that's
are?
very
That's
very
very
important.
amazing.
There.
There's a gym.
Oh my god.
Okay, somebody's really rolling in it.
They have
Jeez.
like a daycare type thing too, right?
Yep. Hudson's and daycare.
Okay, guys, it gets.
But I mean, I pay for it. Let's be honest.
Okay,
I pay For
okay.
it. But it's great. It's around
Thank
the corner.
God
and
she's
it's
not getting
amazing.
it for
Milk
free.
that mouse. Milk it.
But yeah, I mean, during the day I get to go and I go to boot camp twice a week, and then the other days I go running or do
I'm
whatever
jealous.
I need to do.
I don't
And
have a kid.
That's number one for me. It's feeling like just like healthy, and I do that so that I can eat my junk, which I love.
So
to
would
do.
your advice be to look out after yourself to an extent, like make sure to
Absolutely.
yeah.
And make sure you're like once in a blue moon going to like get a massage or going to go for a
So
hike.
you're
or go,
okay
like,
with being totally selfish and self-centered?
absolutely 100%.
I'm kidding.
So fitness is your main outlet.
I think it is right now. Yeah,
It's a good one.
yeah,
Unless there's a karaoke night,
that's true.
and then it's all lame as baby.
That's right, baby. Or Rent.
Just mindlessly.
Or
watch-
Hamilton now.
So
I like to mindlessly watch movie after movie so I can forget the miserable drillness of my life.
Wow.
your life is disgusting.
In this
I would have
hole.
not have survived if I were you. I guess my advice would be no. Again, I'm exactly what Abby said. I tell my boyfriend. I always say like, if I always go back to like if you're on an airplane, they tell you put the mask over yourself first, and then whoever like the person that you're with. And I do feel that way. Like if you aren't taken care of and you're not centered and happy, you can't take care of someone else's emotions and feelings and be in a
Absolutely.
relationship. And that doesn't mean be self-centered and all about yourself, like Abigail. But, but I'm kidding.
Wow.
It means do it for yourself. And if that's exercising, running, volunteering,
Yep.
passionate work, hobbies, reading.
Well, it's funny that you said that because, like, after what happened in November, we all know, I felt like I needed to do something. And I really wanted to go to DC this weekend. I really wanted to do that.
You didn't have an extra 5,000 to go.
I didn't. But I feel like this year I really want to make it a point to do something outside of
what you mean.
myself and outside of my family, and just
It's
I don't
funny you say
know what
that.
that looks like. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's volunteering. I don't know if it's like, you know, having like a big sister little brother thing. You know that.
Yeah,
That
that's
thing
funny you
that-
said. Every year, and I felt this for you because I'm a huge I was a history major. I'm a history buff. I love history. I love LA history, and I keep wanting to go and volunteer at an elderly home.
Yeah.
And they always say we just need people to come and sit with these people and just talk.
Yeah.
And I love to do that, and that's something I've been meaning to do, and I hope
You'd be
that
really
I,
good at that.
I hope I do because I would love to. I would love to do it. It's
Absolutely.
learning at a first person level, and I think
Absolutely.
that's the
That's one thing I
coolest
was talking about with one of my friends the other day is that how you know, our grandparents died when I was, you know, at such a young age that I didn't have the opportunity.
Well, you
to-
killed them.
Well, yeah. I mean, I poisoned them.
They
at such a
wanted to
young
die
age.
because you were alive.
But it makes me not sad, but I just wish I had been older so I could ask them the questions and hear their stories from their
Right.
perspective and just get more of how they experienced history since they lived
That's
through
why take
so
your
much.
time with people who are around you, people,
Mhm,
Your
your moms,
absolutely.
dads, aunts, and uncles.
Yeah.
And appreciate the stories that we have to tell.
Next cue. This is a heavy one, and I don't have a direct answer. How to deal with racist people in daily life. Someone said online, I deal with racist people every day, and how can I go about just minimizing that negativity? It's heavy.
Well, I think the most obvious knee-jerk response that I can think of is obviously respond with positivity and love. Don't respond with negativity or aggression.
Violence,
because
right.
I think that's what they want. They want someone to give them the opportunity to go off and go.
They're
out.
angry for a reason.
Yeah, I think the best thing you can do is if you see someone actively being racist or putting someone else down, I think the best thing you can do is go up to that person who's being targeted and talk to them, just naturally ask them how their day is going, and just completely ignore the aggressor. And in that way, the aggressor is then just eventually probably going to get annoyed and walk off. But if it's happening to you, I mean, if it's happening to me, the thing I would do is just wish them a blessed day, be I'm hoping that you see the light at the end of the tunnel here, because you obviously have bigger problems than I have.
You
'cause
go
they're
high,
attacking me.
and they go low.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'll give you this advice. We're from the South. We go back to the South often to see our family. There are people down there who have beliefs that are not the same to mine in any degree. And things will be brought up in front of me, and what I do is I say to them, I don't believe like that, and I won't talk like that, and I actively walk away and get out of the situation because I'm not going to get violent, but I'm not going to talk like that or have it be said around me. So I just try to actively
Let the be known that around you,
not here. No, not today, Satan. Nope.
Nope.
Abigail, anything on that?
No.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Next would be someone tweeted in, beating depression on a daily basis
Oh,
while maintaining their health, eating, exercising, etc.
that's a difficult one.
It's very difficult because it's usually a chemical thing.
I mean, I've dealt with depression for most of my adult life,
I know
seasonal depression. Yeah.
Yeah, Colin's been. I mean, if I'm
mhm.
on and off of Prozac and
Well, I mean,
other
I took
things
Prozac at one period, but I knew I had been. I first acknowledged that I had these weird seasonal mood swings, where I would want to cut everyone off and just become really withdrawn. And I noticed that around 17, and then between 19 to 23, I started keeping a mental note of all the signs that I could tell from the past, it's leading me down this road to another
Which is
depressing
amazing
moment.
that you were cognizant enough to like.
Yeah.
Exactly, because like I did
Mark
take,
that.
I took Prozac I think at 20. I think I was 20 from like, I took it for like 8 months and it worked, but then it took away my libido and it also kind of flatlined me emotionally and I didn't like that. So I was like, you know what, screw this. I don't want to take medications. Like, I'm having these feelings that are coming from within me. Like, I want to be able to control it. And even if I can't fully control it, I want to be able to know the signs. That way I can tell people around me, like my friends, like I was alienating people and they didn't know why and I wouldn't talk to them because I was like depressed. So I wanted to be able to be like, hey, look, I know this is like, I'm having another like weird thing coming on and I don't know how long it's going to take.
And,
but
and
just
I have a
know
question: how hard was that? Like, were you and you were able? You
took-
realized that you were doing that,
Yeah.
but for a while, I guess like you weren't
took
able
years.
to. You couldn't stop it.
No, and I still can't stop. I mean, it took years of me just like holding myself accountable and making myself like tell someone, even if I wanted to like be a recluse and like not talk to them, just be like, look, just at least tell them like I'm having like a moment, and like this is nothing personal to you, but just like being able to communicate and resisting that urge to completely withdraw. But now it happens, but it's to a much. It's a much lesser degree of intensity because I know when they happen and the signs that it takes.
Do you think that's
before we
work
get
that
over it.
you've done, or just you grew up and like managed it more, and
It's
where it went away?
It's work
some?
that I've done. Like the results came solely from my daily work on it.
Did working out help at all?
I had already controlled it before I started really working out because I'm not a physical person. I don't like to work out, but last year I lost like a lot of weight by getting very diligent about my diet and exercise anyway. But that helped me. I think that helped me more. Like I was able to appreciate the working out and like the progress I made more because I already knew the progress I had made with myself from like overcoming my type of like depression that I had. If that makes sense. So it's like when I really push myself now, it's like I don't know. It's just like an added like badge that I can give myself. Like okay, like you're doing it, but yeah, I mean it still happens. Like I still get in weird funks, but I'm able to manage it like a lot better now. But I will say that when I was working out, that the added endorphins they were like a boost for sure.
That's
so
all
I
I've
think
ever heard. Yeah.
if you can't keep yourself in check, like I have, which is completely fine, everyone works different ways, I would say give exercise a try, give changing your diet a try. Also, take note of who in your life, if like, because I'm not saying like depression is caused by anyone, but there are people who can set you off
Trigger
into
it.
a spiral more easily than others, and I would say actively take note of that and why that happened. That way you can know if it was something they did or something you've done, or if it's completely out of anyone's control. Just keep note of yourself, keep in check, and know that you don't necessarily have to have medication to overcome something, although some things do require a more intensive solution.
I'm not gonna give advice because all mine is secondhand from people I know who have it. I do not, so I'm not gonna pretend.
It sucks.
Agreed. I've never had to deal with it, but I've had many people around me deal with it. I think even though I have not dealt with that specific issue, I think therapy really, really, really helps a lot, and has always helped me. I've been in therapy since I was very, very young, and honestly, I had I mean, it's gonna sound probably bratty, but I had a really nice upbringing, and my parents were always so
Yeah,
supportive
if you looked
of
at it,
anything.
if you saw a video of it, it was a great
it's
upgrade.
picture
Yeah,
perfect.
right. The stuff still sits with
But
you in
still,
different
you
ways.
still have issues and you still have things that you have to overcome.
Absolutely.
And I think that therapy has always kind of helped me overcome those issues. And just I know a lot of people are very, very wary about therapy, but I think it's fantastic, and
I think that's a great.
it always helps.
I think that's a great thing to say to people. Don't be
don't be
Scared
scared
of
about
help,
that.
yeah.
No.
feel judged by it.
No.
Yeah. So guys, we're gonna wrap this up. This little thing that neither of you
Something
know
positive,
about.
I hope.
Yep. This is a little something. Since it's gonna be airing on a Friday, most of you may be going out and maybe seeing someone you might like or texting someone you might like. So I'm gonna read you guys some pickup lines, and you just let me know what you think. Okay.
Oh boy.
First one, in character. Hey girl, do you generate electricity with water through the process of hydropower? Because damn! No? Anyone? No? I think it.
My
Okay, well.
electrons are flowing.
Okay, next one. Okay then. Hey Abby, if you were a flower, you'd be a dandelion.
Where are you finding these? These are
Stop it! These would work at. Guys, I've been in a relationship for 8 years. These would work at the bar, guys. Use them. Here we go. Next. Hey Colin, are you my appendix? Because I don't understand how you work, but this feeling in my stomach makes me want to take you out.
Ooh, I don't have an appendix, but if I did, I'm sure I'd feel like a real special coil.
Upward and onward. Hey Abby, do you like Mexican? Because I'll wrap you up in my arms and make you my burrito.
seriously.
Last one. Hey Brandon, are you a sea lion? Because I can see you lying in my bed later. Thank you guys. Thank you for listening to this very long podcast. We thank you. This is Trevor.
Abby.
And Colin.
And we hope you come back to Nope, a show that is not having it. Night, guys.
Bye.
This episode of Nope was written and produced by myself, Trevor Duke-Moritz, and my brother.
Colin Moretz.
A special thanks to our guest, Abby Waters-DeAndre, and our incredible sound engineer, Danielle Adams. For more Nope, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Nope_podcast.